All right. PIJ. All right. Done a little bit of work here. Still need to work on it, obviously, because it looks over decorated as crap. Did a little bit of foreground work, so or well, more background. This is not foreground. This is background. Um, Need to put this all to B5. See how that looks. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Interesting. It looks kind of weird. Oh yeah, I added a little bit of glow to it too. Make them kind of pop out a little bit more. All right, this we definitely need to work on. This right here is kind of bad. I'm actually going to get rid of it entirely. We need to think of something else here. Um, I was thinking like more trees just like this. Just keep like this thing the same style. That's what I'm leaning towards, and just getting rid of this block design. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards because it did work. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. Yeah, because this part is just looking really poor. So we're just gonna do this. Or actually, hold on. Get rid of this. This here. Put it on 2. So we can actually put it here. Oops. Oh, so we gotta edit the color a little bit. And obviously we can get rid of a bunch of these blocks once we get this all down. All right, there we go. And then we can just kind of just get rid of this here. Because we're going to replace all of these blocks here with the new spike design. So we could just boom. And as you can see, we can already tell which ones have the spikes. So now all we need is just this here. We can just copy this around. Boom, boom, boom. Got to move that up a little bit. So like this. Then move this entire group and then kind of just do that. There we go. And then obviously for this might have actually buffed it a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. All right, let's see how that looks. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And obviously we can get rid of all that because as you can see, yeah, this object limit. Oops. Give me a minute. I can't pause it in time. Hold on. Hold on. I was say we need to pause this in time. So let me quickly put this down so we can actually decorate this correctly. Where are you? Flip gravity. Perfect. There we go. So then we can get rid of all of this. Anything that's off grid, we can get rid of. So all of this. And then all of this. Get rid of that. Actually, hold on. Deselect. No, just the ship. Just the ship. So right to about there, and then get rid of all of this. Because I still don't know what the cube looks like here. So that we can get rid of. Alright, all of this we can get rid of here. All of that we can get rid of. Alright, let's see how that looks. Alright, that looked decent, but hold on. Put that there because I saw they under the bottom of the level, and I'm actually going to extend this. Yeah, you can still see the top of it. It's those little things that I need to work on. I think that should be enough. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. All right, and then we can kind of paste these trees down. So let me grab this one. Actually, what is this one? Oh, that is actually a log. Okay, hold on. Put this here. Scale it. Scale it to about there. Reverse it. Get rid of 9. Put it on 16. Put another one down like there. And another one like there. And then this one, copy. This one will be slightly taller. So like something like this. And this one will be on 17. So we get something that kind of looks like this. I know it looks kind of like a mess, but bear with me. All right, so 16 is the bigger one. So, or actually, no, that's the smaller one. So we need this, and then all the way down to about a 0.3, and then copy this, put it on 17, put it on a 0.45, and we'll see how that looks. Okay. I think I might be all right with that. Let's give that a try, actually. Let's see what that looks like. Well, it's better than what it was. It works. We'll just add more deco to it at some point. Oh yeah, I got glow. Yeah, I got it like earlier on today. So just looks great. All right. So we got that pretty much fixed. I'll work on it a little bit later, but that's basically fixed. Just hide all of its flaws. Pretty much. I cannot get rid of my start position. All right, there we go. I was say the glow is kind of getting in the way. Epic though, very epic. That it actually kind of worked like that. Let me move this up. Very nice. Okay, let's work on a background for this. Um, Actually, I was going to say work on this part. It's either that or I work over here. Oh, I could work on this some more. Yeah, let's work on this more. This is the ball part. This is 2 times speed. I remember this being difficult. Okay. So we need to kind of polish this up a little bit. And we need to actually make these platforms sway. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Okay. So I need to grab that one. This needs to be on 18. 18 is gonna go kind of like slant, like a slanted thing. So we'll try. We'll put it. So right when you touch it, it's gonna sway. So I want it to go 10, 10. Bouncing out. Let's try that. 18. Okay, that is actually what I'm looking for. It just needs to be lesser, but yeah, that is what I'm looking for. So -5, -5, and then obviously these are gonna have to move. Yep, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. All right. And we want these to sway side to side. How in the world are we going to do this? So this one, okay. I'd say maybe the top of the vine, so like something like this, and put that on 19. Put this one on 20, and then put this one on 21. I think that's how we're gonna have to do it. And then put this one on 21. Okay, so it goes to the side. So we want. So this is what, 19? Yeah, 19. So I want that one to also go to the side. So 19. Let's try and ease in out of a -3, -3. That didn't look right. Needs to be slanted more. I could try a rotate. That might actually work a little better. Uh, 19 degrees of -17. That kind of worked. Yeah, that kind of worked, but it looks kind of strange. Let me do this. Let me see how this looks. So if I put 20 here and then 21 on the other one, how does this look if I do this? This needs to be lesser. -3, -3. It's getting there. And then straight after, we could put it on like group 22, and it would slant it back. So put it back -3. Oh no, +3. Sorry, +3, +3, and then elastic in out, and then it's gonna have to be on this one, group 22. Let's give this a try. Oh, and then this would have to be right here. So this would no, these would have to reverse. What if I put this on just wait? What if I just put this on 18? Hold on. What if I just put this on 18? That was the wrong one. What if I just put this on 18? Okay, well that definitely works. And we want these to go back as well. So we want all these to go back as well. So this is -17, so this needs to be +17. How does that look? It looks kind of weird. Um, it would be better if I do it like this. Yeah, that works a little better if I do it like that. Yeah, that works better. And then we'll kind of do the like similar things to these ones here. Oh, this is gonna be so many triggers. Oh my gosh, this is actually gonna take me forever. Um, this is gonna take me ages. I can already tell. Holy. All right. So we want these to do basically the same thing. So I actually want to put these on 22. Get rid of those. There, yeah. And then this goes, I'm going to say down. So once you touch it, which will be probably about there, 22 of a positive 5. Oh, yeah, that works. All right. Hold on. Positive 3 and then negative 3 right after that. Hmm. Huh. That definitely works, but it looks kind of weird. Let me move this. So that I guess works. And this one's gonna go down like this. Um so this will be on group 23. And then I want at least half these. So this will be on not 23, on 24. And this one will be on 25. So 23, 24, 25. So 23, this has got to be like right here. 23, and then, no, actually, no, we don't want that. Grab this one. 24, and then this is 25. And obviously, I got to edit those, but anyways. So it wants to go like this. So this needs to be positive 3, negative 3 of a bounce in out, and then it's going to go straight back. So it's going to go like this. And then this is, it goes straight back. So it's going to be negative 3, positive 3 of a elastic in out. Okay, this one, it's going to have to be slanted like this. So this is going to have to be negative 17. Yeah, negative 16, that's fine. And this also needs to be negative 16. Or actually, it can be a little more. We'll put it at negative 20. We'll see how that looks. kind of off. Hold on. And I want these to go back. So this needs to be here. These two need to be rotated like this. Actually, hold on. Put this here, put this here. And then put them here. And then these are going to go back to where they were. So this one, positive 20. And this one, positive 16. Let's try it. Looks kind of weird. It works, but it looks weird. I might have to experiment with that a little bit. Yeah, but that does look strange for sure. That is a lot of triggers just for that. So this needs to be. So if we grab these two here, this needs to be at 26. And then grab. I'd say about. Not that much. Hold on. About there is fine. Yeah, about there. So we need this on 27, and then we're going to have to do the exact same thing that we did with this side. Perfect. There, yeah. We'll put it there. And this one is 28. There we go. So 26, 27, 28. Let's get all those groups. So 26, obviously it's going to be like right there. 20, 26. And then obviously we need, oh, no. 27. And 28. Yeah, just so I don't go off track here. All right. So this one is going to go probably, it's more of a side to side, I would say. Yeah, I would say like it's a more side to side than anything else. So it's going to be -4, +4, with a bounce in out. Negative, okay, hold on. +4, -4. +4, -4. That is going to look weird. So it's going to be like this. And then these ones are going to be kind of going side to side. So this needs to be, let's see, about +13, about there. +13, +15. How does that look? Oh, that looks so bad. Yeah, that did not work as to plan. So that actually needs to go. What is that one? Positive 4? Okay, so okay, so it was right the first time, and then it went back up. So it needs to go. So it went back. So then it's going to be -4, +4, or -4, -4. No, I think -4, +4. No, that went like this. Yeah, I want it to go like this. So -4, -4. No. Um, +4, +4. There it is. All right. All right. It for sure works, but it looks very odd. So I'm going to have to lessen this a little bit. It looks really bad. So let's do 2. Yeah, let's just do 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. And then this is going to go right there. Uh, how does that look? It works. It's kind of strange, though. This is definitely the most complex part of the level, at least so far. Um, and then this one, because of how hard you slam it, yeah, so it's going to go straight down like this because of how hard you slam the darn thing. So put that there. I believe this is group 29. Yep. So 29. And then this is going to go down by. No. It's going to go up. Up by 8. Let's try that. Uh, okay, it works, but it's really weird. Let's try a bounce out. Yeah. Maybe not that severe. Maybe a 3. Yeah, that's better. And then kind of make these like compress. So move these down as well. So this will also be on 29. It works. Definitely works. Yeah. interesting. I have this synced perfectly, by the way, so I'm not really worried about the sync right now. I'll probably put some pulses in here, kind of brighten up the area. This is gonna go down like this, so it's gonna be a negative negative. So that's gonna be on 30. It's gonna have to be right here. It's gonna be a -3 on a bounce in out on 30. Yep. And then that's going to go right back in. And actually, this one also needs to go back in. So this is going to go -3. Oh, that does work right here. That does actually work pretty good. Oh, yeah. That looks kind of weird, though. This is one of the most unique parts I think I've ever done. Yeah, I don't think I've done one like this. All right, let's grab those rotate triggers. We need this one. And it's going to go right where these move ones are. So put these here. This is going to be 31, 32. So 31. Yeah, oops. 32. Am I selecting them? No, I'm not. You'll actually select the entire line. Put on 31. Oops. 32. It's going this way. Actually, wait, no, it's going the wrong way, actually. No. Yeah, no, it's going the wrong way because I want it to go this way. So it's going to be, no, it's going to be negative. No, this is right here. It's just this one needs to be +3. Oh, actually, that kind of gave me an idea. Maybe extend this past the actual level here. I might have an idea here. Because that went up like that. Yeah, you don't. Okay, screw those. Put those there. This needs to be 31. 32. And it's going to go just straight up. So this is going to be 0. It's just going to go straight up. So 3 and 3. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that is kind of neat, actually. It needs to be a little slower. Or actually, hold on. 5, 5. Let's try this. 5, 5. That is actually really cool what I just did. All right, hold on. Put this over here. No, this is 29. No, 29's right here. So it's this one that we need. No, no, no. This one. This is going to have to be right here instead. Wow, that is so cool. I especially like that growing vine one. That actually turned out way better than I thought. All right, that is actually cool. Sick. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so happy it turned out like that. All right. And this is actually probably going to topple over. So I'm going to see if I can get that to work. That is going to look a little bit weird, but I might be able to get it to work. All right, let's see if I can actually do this. So I want to make a copy of this. We'll put it on editor layer 2 just to kind of get it out of the way. We're going to have to do it like this. Editor layer 3. Yeah, it's going to have to be like this. Editor layer 4. Hold on. This has to be straight to the ground. Editor layer 4. Copy paste. Editor layer 5. All right, let's try that. I know it looks very weird right now, but we're going to use some alpha triggers. I think this is going to look cool. Okay, so 33, or actually, no, get rid of that. This one needs to be 33. This one right here. That needs to be 33. So 33, 34, deselect 35, 36, and 37. And 37. Okay. So that is what we're going to be using. So 30, what was it, 33? So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That's what we're going to do. Oops. Okay. This is going to be really difficult to pull off. Okay, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37. Okay. So 37. Okay. So 33, obviously, full opacity. And then once it gets to 34, then we put it on. Let's just do this. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. So 33, and then that goes straight on 0 opacity. So then it goes like that. Or actually, no. Fade time of 0.13. There we go. So it goes like that. Okay. 34 is going to be similar, where we do 0.13. No, 0.13 on the fade time. like that. And then alpha 35 is going to be like this. Zero opacity on a 0.13. 36 is going to be like this. 36 is going to be like that. That is so cool. I want to see how that looks like, how that looks in the editor. Hold on. Okay, so obviously this is gonna have to be invisible and all that stuff. So let's mess around with that as well. So, 34 at the start. Actually, no, 34 at the start's gonna be invisible, right? No, 30. Yeah, 34. 33 has to be invisible, so it's gonna be 33. So these actually have to be invisible at the start, and then it's gonna go like this. So, if I do, let's see here. I knew this was gonna be hard to pull off. 35, so 34, 35, 34, 35. Okay, so this has to be, so 34, 35 on 34, 36 on 35, 36 on 37. So we need 34 to be invisible here. So let me get 34. 34 needs to be here. Yeah, 34. 34 needs to be here. This needs to be 0. Yeah, 34 needs to be 0. And then, so 34 needs to be 0, and then it's going to be back up to full opacity at 0 fade time. And then you can kind of see what's going on. This needs to be there. Okay. And then 35. Okay, let me get 35. 35. Okay, that one actually needs to be adjusted as well. Okay, so this needs to be 0. So 35, 34. This one needs to be 0 fade time. So it goes like this. And then 36 on 0 fade time. And then 37 on 0 fade time. 0 fade time. Okay, it needs to be faster for sure. So actually this needs to be sooner. So it needs to be like this. Okay, these need to be sooner. These are the zeros. Um, 35, 36, 37. So this actually needs to move. Because all this is 0 fade time. So this actually needs to move up here. So you don't actually see anything. So then it's like this. Let's see how that looks. Okay. It looks weird, but it works. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but yeah, that does work. Putting a lot of hard work on this part. Holy crap. This one's gonna have the same as this one here. What is this? 22. Yeah, 22. I could just recycle that one. Yeah, that one I can just recycle. That one doesn't need to be changed because it's literally the same platform. So we can put it right there. There we go. So then it goes, boop. All right, and obviously these need to be the right group. Put back on 22. It looks weird. Jeez, I can never get past that wave. Almost. Alright, that's basically the ball part done. Thankful Lord that's over. That was extremely difficult to pull off, but we got it. This was by far the hardest thing to do. It was just loads and loads of alpha triggers. That was basically an alpha trigger loop that I just did just to make it fall. So, yeah, that was a little difficult to pull off, but we got it. All right. What next? I guess the backgrounds. I could do a little backgrounds. I don't even know what to even do. Um. Hmm. Something stone, like something like this. Yeah, I think that would work. Like almost like stone pillars. Yeah, so like something like this, and then just make it like that gray that the other blocks have. Where's my grays? Yeah, they're right here. And what did I use? What, black? Looks like yeah. Where's my black? Right. Oh, I use that. No, I use that gray. Okay, so something like close to this is what we're looking for. Um, and of course, add more to it. It's kind of castle-y though. Get rid of those. Put it like this. And put this here. No, that doesn't look right. Uh, that looks fine. So we can use that as like a pillar. So we could just do that. Um, hmm. Thinking right now. Okay, well, we can obviously do this. Not black. Yeah, so we can use that. I put them on one, duh, or zero. What does this look like if I do this? Ooh. How does that look with this one here? If I copy, um, and then put like that in the center. I'd have to make it smaller though, or thinner to make it fit. Uh, Not B2, T1. That definitely works. It looks kind of weird, but yeah, that definitely works. Yeah, we can kind of slap that around. Let me let me put it on like 7, just to kind of get everything out of the way. Um, let's see, where do I want to put these things? Um, okay, definitely one there. One there. One there. One here. One there. One there. So I can connect it. And, 2 there. And it's going to go down like this. So like that. And obviously that, oops, it's going to be on 38. Ooh, no. And we'll put 38 like over here. It doesn't matter. Oops. 0. Yeah, I gave it 38. Oh, duh. I did an oopsie. 38. There it goes. And then 38. Or actually, no. We just do this. Put on like 30. Let's see how that looks. I can't say I'm a big fan of it actually. It looks kind of odd, especially like right here. Hold on. Put this. Put it like that actually, and then like extend this over. Let's try that. Wait, that looks weird. Hold on. Right here, as you can see, it's like over it. Hold on. This needs to be in the background. B. Oh yeah, that's what's going on. B. Hold on. B4. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't do that. Select this. Oops. So I need these, and this goes on B5, so it shows. There we go. I can move that one over, actually. Let's move it over. So it, like, kind of matches with this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Need to add more stuff to this. Let's see here. Can make these different color too. Let's do that. Because I actually really like these saw designs that I made. Or actually, you know, I can make those rotate. I can definitely make those rotate. Give me a second. Let's try it. Let's actually try that. No, actually, no, because it they're all on like a different thingy, so I don't think that would. Nah, it's not worth it. At least not right now. That will probably be last, but let's do this. Grab this. Grab this. Most likely, these will be like either a dark gray or green. And this one here. So we can use like this dark gray right here, and just put like a dark green, like something like it's like something like this. That doesn't look great actually. The okay, so lighter gray. Yeah, because that doesn't look that good. So instead of this one, we go this one. Yeah, that works. I guess. I guess that works. So okay, that's good enough. These movements were annoying to pull off, though. Or actually, we can do something here. So something like, because this is basically like the top of it, we can just do something like this. Obviously that needs to have 38 on it, and it needs to have the same color. Excuse me. Doesn't really match very well now, does it? It's from the same set too, so that's kind of strange. I mean, it's probably gotta be just smaller. Let's try this. Hold on. Put on like 0.85. How's that look? All right, that looks fine. So like whatever point doesn't have that, we can add it. So like we can add them like here. We'll add this one here. This one here. This one here. Oops. Interesting. All right. I think that's where we're going to stop. That is massive progress. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's huge progress that I just did. Actually, hold on. Because this is done right here, we can actually get rid of that completely. This here. Yeah, we can get rid of this. Put it on 1. Yeah, we'll just have to do this. No. 38 area. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So, it looks kind of weird. Don't give it 38. Just to tell you that it's solid, and we could just do that. There you go. Yeah, because that's like a secret way, pretty much. So we can do like that area. So that should, yeah, there we go, perfect. Oh my beautiful layout is finally looking good, or my beautiful level is finally looking good. It's not really much of a layout anymore. Huge work on that. Look at all the triggers up here. Holy crap. There's got to be a better way to do that. Like, there's no way. there's no way, like, it takes that many triggers just to do that. That took forever. Ugh. But we finally figured that out, and we got a lot of moving platforms that kind of sway side to side. Yeah, it works for me. That's what I wanted because it's all vines and stuff like that. So, and especially this one because like when you hit this black orb, you slam on this hard right here, so it goes down and then it goes back up. So, yeah, looks kind of complicated. It's not really that difficult though. Oh yeah, this part's not that hard. Not really, the level itself isn't really all that difficult. Just a little bit of well, this is probably one of the hardest parts right here, and then like this is like a 5-star part right here. The overall level itself is probably about, as it stands, maybe like a 6, maybe like a 6-star. It's probably like on the harder range, but yeah, I was gonna say it's probably around like a 6 or like a very easy 7-star right now. I plan it to be at least an 8, but yeah, because the last part's kind of tricky because of the duels that I'm doing. This right here, this is this right here. You just gotta pay attention to the wave because when you do the wave, the ship just goes right on through. So I know it looks very complicated, but it's not too bad. And then this I still need to work on because this is kind of buggy. So yeah, and then I'm working on a spider ball. So yeah, huge work. That's a lot of objects. All right, PIJ, huge work. Actually, let's it returns uh how, how I would say it's around like maybe halfway mark. More like 40%. Yeah, let's just put 40% done. I was to say because the layout is almost done. I just gotta do like about 10 or 20 more seconds of gameplay, which isn't too bad, and then decorate that, and then I just gotta polish everything up. So the gameplay itself is fine. It's just the deco is kind of subpar, and it's because I'm not very good at deco. So yeah. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. That was excellent. I got exactly what I wanted to get done, so that's perfect. We finally got that ball part done. I'm gonna add a couple more things to it. Maybe polish up the movements a little bit. Make sure they're a little bit. Well, I'm gonna make them a little bit smoother in what they are. But I got the overall rough draft of what I want. So I just got to mess around with the movements a little bit, mess around with some of the numbers, and make them as smooth as possible. And hopefully, when I get that done, it's gonna look awesome. So yeah. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to go to bed after that one. Okay. I'll see y'all in the next video, which will be tomorrow. It's gonna be I have no clue. So yay. Probably like I could do a little bit of the extra crap that's in Pokemon Nightmare Invasion, and after that is probably gonna be like, bruh, I don't even know, maybe more PIJ. We'll see. I'll figure something out. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, and goodbye.